Trey Songz. We're thrilled to have you today.
How are you?
Doing great. So tell me about this latest business venture. It smells so good.
Well, firstly, that was a great introduction. Thank you so much.
Certainly.
I should take you everywhere. Rockaware Evolution, we actually have it here.
And it's a fragrance.
Yeah, definitely.
Describe it to me.
Well, basically, it's masculinity, confidence, in a subtle way. It's not overpowering when you wear it. You know, it's very much a great smell. Like, I have it on now. You say you like the way I smell.
Yeah, right.
I hope you weren't lying to me.
No. Right when you entered the studio, we have all of the female staffers who came expecting to see you. And
yeah, I see some ladies over here.
So let me ask you this. You know, you're not the first R&B or hip-hop or popular singer to go into the fragrance line. So
Definitely.
What is it about this trajectory, if you will, for your career that's so appealing?
Well, it's entitled Evolution, which is key for me because, as you say, throughout a number of years, you know, I've evolved as an artist, as Rockaware has as a brand. You know, initially, in the beginning of Rockaware, probably about over 10 years ago, you know, they started, and it was oversized clothing, which I used to wear. It was very much hip-hop at the time. And what it's evolved to be now is, you know, fine cut, very much great denims, things of that nature. So first I aligned myself with the clothing brand. And when they mentioned the fragrance, being something of the same demeanor, something that actually has evolved. And, you know, the smell is that of a confident man, which I feel I've grown to be. And the world has basically witnessed me grow. So the evolution of Rockaware kind of parallels itself with the evolution of me, and it smells great.
Now, the founder, of course, is Jay-Z.
Yes.
Ford magazine just ranked him the #1 hip-hop, artist and businessman of all
Yes.
time in this area. So what do you hope to learn from him? What does it do for you to ally yourself with Jay-Z?
Well, the initial alignment started when I went on tour with him a few years back, well, actually last year. And he came to me with the idea, and this was one of many things that I've learned from him, is that, you know, just aligning yourself with the proper people and making sure that it's honest, which this is for me. You know what I mean? This is something I wear every day. You know what I mean? He's dropped so many jewels, and dropping jewels basically is just giving me knowledge that I can hold forever.
Right. I mean, it's one thing to have talent, which you're oozing with, and charisma, which you're oozing with, but how important is it to learn about business, and how much of an education is this fragrance for you?
Well, this fragrance, for me, basically getting into it and learning about notes and things of that nature. They would send me samples overseas on tour, and I'd smell and send them back, like, we need more of this, less of that. And this has definitely been a learning experience, and this is, the fragrance, I went to the Fifi Awards, actually, where Halle Berry took home 2 awards, and Mary J. Blige took home two awards as well. And that was my first step towards this lane, like getting to know what it's about.
Have you learned about the manufacturing of the fragrance? Have you learned about balance sheets?
Like for this fragrance, for instance, it's actually, the technical term for it is a woody oriental. And the top is like a mandarin and a mango, and in the middle you have like a coffee scent when it kind of sets into the skin. Like, learning about notes and things of that nature has been very, very instrumental, you know. And the ladies like when you know things like that. And I'm an R&B singer, you know.
You got to have the moves and the talk as well, right? So, okay, you do have a crowded field. A lot of hip-hop artists represent fragrances, J-Lo, Gwen Stefani as well. So what sets this one apart? Obviously, it's for men, but that as well. So this is a competitive field here. How are you going to stand ahead?
Well, what I would do when I first got the samples, I would wear it in my meet and greets. And women would keep asking me what it was. And I think it's truly a woman that tells what a man is going to wear. Women, I've also learned this in business, that women buy most men cologne, you know, for the men, because they kind of decide that. So I think women will see that I'm wearing it, hopefully, and they'll want their man to wear it. You know, my fan base is very into what I do and how I live, and I want to make sure that they know that this is what I'm wearing.
So who is your example? I imagine Jay-Z is right up there, but following your professional, your musical career and a business career, what's next for you? Do you hope to continue both paths, if you will?
Most definitely. Jay-Z and I have the Rockaware clothing deal as well. I have a partnership with Kodak, so Kodak. We actually have a big billboard in Times Square, 2 of them. Just finished the Texas Chainsaw Massacre 3D, my first film ever. I produce my own music. I write a lot of my own music. I have a new album I'm working on right now that I'm very, very involved with. And just entertaining all endeavors that align perfectly with what it is that I'm doing.
Well, thank you so much, Trey Songz, for sharing your latest endeavor with us.